y'all need to, if y'all follow JAYYNYC, y'all need to go get on his chops about making a video. Hey y'all, it's your girl Shayeslays, and I'm back with another video. Alright, so today is gonna be a video, as you can see from the caption, about a gang, maybe about a fight, maybe about school, high school, maybe. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But nah, honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all a story that you can't tell nobody else, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all a story that I am not proud of, and I wish I could go back in the hands of times and take it away and delete it and throw it in the trash and be a different person. But unfortunately, we can't go back in the past, and we have to deal with our mistakes and be adults about it. So when I was younger, and like, I believe it started in 9th grade or 10th grade, it was me, my cousin, and one of my bestest friends on earth sitting in a park. So around this time, gangs were a thing. Like, not gangs like, you know, Bloods and Crips, but like having this, matter of fact, let's say teams were a thing where like it was a bunch of you guys, whether it was girls and boys or all boys and all girls, and you gave yourself a name and y'all always hung out, y'all went to events, y'all did things together, y'all were like a family. It was a team, you know. So I was in a couple of teams, but I didn't really know everybody. It was just, I was just in it because everybody was in it. But us three, we ended up making our own team, and we named it Material Goddess. Boom. The name alone screams problems. Material Goddesses. Like, if you don't ask me today, I would not even name myself that. Whatever. So we thought about the name or whatever. We came up with MG, Material Goddesses. After that, it was like over. So me, my cousin, and one of my bestest friends, we wrote our other friends, and we was like, yo, we got a team. We got is MG. Like, we came up with a I think it was this, I don't know, I remember, but we came up with a hand sign to throw up in pictures. Like, we had a team, you know what I mean? And they was down with it. We all changed our name to Goddess. My name at the time was Juicy, so Goddess Juicy. We had a Goddess, another name, a Goddess, another name. Like, we were all the goddesses on Twitter. Like, if you know, you know, we was on Twitter being goddesses. And yeah, so we had a little team, whatever. So during this time, we went to a school, a charter school, and you know, we was the new girls or whatever. We went in like 10th grade. We already had our group, MG, or whatever the case may be, but we didn't come in on no boss thing. We went in real friendly, trying to make friends and, you know, just whatever, and do stuff. So that's what it was. As soon as we went into the school, it was already a little bit of tension, I may say, and not everybody in the school liked it, us or whatever the case may be, but you know, we were so cordial, so nice or whatever. And it was one report card night. My mom was there with me, my cousin, and my other best friends and stuff like that, and she forced us to get in a dance team, to join a dance team with girls that did not like us. Like, she literally dragged us into the room to join these girls, and we joined the dance team because she wasn't with nothing. She forced us to join it, and then those girls ended up becoming MG too. So now it was like 18 MG people ride or dying. Like, we was MG. So fast forwarding like a whole bunch, we ended up moving on from being a team to being a dance team, where we literally just dance. So now Material Goddess was a dance team, like, simple. And we was gonna dance at halftime for the basketball team, and we had like a mix-up of songs. It was like some Nicki songs, but the most important song was "You Make My Hair I Get Behind My Hair I Get Behind," that song, whatever. So the opposing team, which was like another school within our school, it was 3 schools in the school, it was, whatever, it was Northside and Southside. We was Northside, so the opposing team had the same song. So while we performing halftime for the basketball players, we dancing or whatever, and our song gets cut. I will whip our hair back and forth. Our hair got stopped in mid-whip, okay? They just closed the song off, and we were just standing there confused, like, what, girl? Like, what? Looking just dumb because we stopped in mid-song. So they cut our song off for the next Southside people to do they show or they dance or whatever. And they had the nerve, right? They doing their show or whatever. They got their army suits on or whatever. And they had the nerves to have I whip my hair back and forth inside they set. So you know what we did? We jumped in they set and finished where we left off. So while they on there on the basketball court and they doing their thing, we waited for the part of the song they cut from us, and we got on the same dance floor with them. When we started doing splits, we started finishing our set because you're not gonna cut our set off, so y'all could y'all get to finish. Like, that's not how this works. It's all fair and love and war. So after we did that, y'all, that started World War IV. Like, it was crazy. Like, the parents was arguing in the hallway, we was arguing with the other dance team, bop 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 bop. Like, it was on. Like, it was on. It was bring it on, all or nothing. Like, literally, like, chart edition. So after that, we basically have beef with the Southside people. So fast forwarding again, after that situation, we started having beef with the Southside people so bad that every time we saw each other, we squared up. Feel me? It was time to get a boxing ring, boxing match going or whatever. And I'm not proud of it, but every time we saw each other, we literally fought. So I want to focus on one particular fight. So basically, we had problems or whatever, and they would try their best to like separate us so we don't see each other, so we don't cross each other. But it was very hard because we shared one building. So it would be a time where my class was going to gym and their class was going to lunch. So we had to pass each other because the gym and the lunchroom was like side by side. So it was one time in gym, we was changing and we was gonna, you know, put our gym uniform on and stuff like that. And my cousin, she was the last person to come out, right? So me and the other girl, we just talk with each other, you know, walking to the gym floor to play whatever we're gonna play, and we laugh and walking. My cousin's the last person to walk out the locker room. So the Southside girls was at the door, and they was like, Petunia. they were like Petunia, like whispering, calling her like, Petunia, yo, Petunia, come here, Petunia. So my cousin just looked at them, and she was like, you think I hear you whispering, I'm gonna come to you? Yeah, alright. My cousin was like, yo, Shaye, Angie, We all turned around. All I saw was my cousin was fighting a girl, and she didn't even hit her like this. She hit her like this, boom, like a hit like blah, like that. And once she hit her like that, they started, it was, I don't even know how to explain it. It was like, this is the door, Southside was over here, Northside was over here, and we was literally in the doorway just fighting back and forth. So my friends was fighting back and forth or whatever. So security came and they started blocking us, and the Southside was still hitting us or whatever. So I was like going through security's arm, and I was like, you better never So security was like just going crazy. So when security was going crazy, they ended up like, they was pushing people to close the doors, because we was fighting between the doors to close the doors. So the whole MG is on the left side of the door, and the whole Southside is on the right side of the door. Why I am the only MG member that gets locked on the south side of the door. So when I get locked on the south side of the door, the girls started jumping me. Even boys started punching me in my back and jumping me too. But I don't care. This was well, I can't say I don't care. I'm a different person today, right? I'm just telling the story. But I was the type of person where I went by the rule that if I was ever getting jumped, I was gonna beat up one so bad that the others would know what I could do to them by myself. And yeah, they would jump me, I would be jumped, but just look at the one person that I did beat up, and you will see what will come for you if you come for me again. So that's what I believed in. So while I was there, I was just fighting who I could fight while I was getting jumped by boys and girls and everything. So I had bros in my Northside school, and they ended up going around to another exit, coming around and getting me from the south side side of the door. And when they came to pick me up, they was like, yo, he was hitting you. Like, they started telling me who was they caught like hitting me and stuff like that. And it was like a really big deal. And like my bros from the north side started having beef with the boys from the south side and stuff like that. But it wasn't like a crucial beef like the girls or whatever. But yeah, we had got it going. Like, it was really crazy. Like, we was fighting through that door for a good 5 minutes. and I got locked out and I was fighting out there by myself for like a good 2 minutes. And it was just so crazy. Like every time we fought, that's what would occur. Every time we would see each other, that's the thing that would occur. So it was always like crazy. Like it got so bad to the point where in a charter school you have to apply basically and get approved to go there. On the, what would you call it, like a mission statement, or like on the application, it will say you cannot write MG nowhere, you cannot be MG, you cannot say MG, you cannot nothing MG. Like it was basically banned to be MG, and it just became a very ugly situation. And that's how I ended up going to Grand Street campus, because it was like ongoing and no stopping. And honestly, I can say for the most part that everybody could vouch that MG never started nothing. Like we honestly never started nothing, but we weren't a group of like punk people, so we always held it down. Like we always was ready for whatever you wanted to bring to us. So it kind of looked bad on our part, even though we wasn't the one initiating things, or like we weren't like starting with the girls or whatever. They could like hit us first, or they could like be initiating something, but we never backed down. We always was with it. Like we was always ready to fight with them. So it was like, it was just nobody was willing to stop. So it's something that continued, and it got really ugly to the point where a lot of us left and some of us just stayed. But it is what it is. Like that's a past life of me. That's a team that was washed away with all my sins. But I'm done like with that and stuff like that. But yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know about my team, MG, and one of the like craziest fights to me, where I was literally getting jumped by girls and boys. And I think the nuttiest part was that boys was really willing to hit me. Like that's mad weird. I'm already getting jumped, why would you come? That's so weird. But anyways, so yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that story time. Like I said, I'm not proud to share this with you, but it is a part of me that I cannot throw in the garbage. Like, hey, that's where I came from. Look at me now. But yeah, thank you so much, ladies, and I love you so mucho.